Why are you so grumpy? I'm not the one who pooped in your house. Alright, well, Spot my rattlesnake has pooped in his enclosure, which means I have to get him out for a quick cleaning. That's cool with you though, right? Awesome. The thing that I think can let us all relate to rattlesnakes a little bit better is they really aren't aggressive, they just want to be left alone. Which I know is a bit of a cliche, but check this out. Alright, so he's rattling, he's angry, it doesn't seem like he's going to let me get him out of there. But that is just instinctually he is responding to something new in his environment. Instinctually they do this and they have such a strong drive to rattle so things don't step on them. But as I kind of just pet him here with the hook, and yes, I am actually petting him with this hook, he's going to slowly realize that the hook is not an immediate threat and not something he needs to react to. He's going to slowly realize that the hook is not an immediate threat and not something he needs to react to. And hopefully I can get him to go from defense mode to just trying to get away from me mode. Here we go. And that gives me an opportunity to eventually get his tail. Let's try again. There we are. And you see, he is not trying to bite, strike, defend. He even stopped rattling. Oh, spoke too soon. But he is just trying to get away. Now I'm going to grab a little lower on his... No. I'm going to try to grab a little lower on his tail because I didn't like where I had him. I don't like pulling on the very tip of their tail. There, that's a better grab. Now I can bring him on out of the house and into the bucket where he will sit while I clean his habitat. Thanks for your cooperation, Spot.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Thanks for your cooperation, Spot. Elle, I know you want to eat them, but I promise you it wouldn't end well for either of you. Alright, and for anybody curious, this is what rattlesnake poop looks like. There's some leftover bird bits in there, so in that way it's kind of like McDonald's chicken nuggets. Your habitat's clean, you're ready to go home. A little higher. There you go. That's your house, remember? I know it smells clean, but it's the same one. Another happy customer. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more reptile videos. Well, she started out over here. And I think she found a basket. But she still looks nice and cozy, so I brought her a pillow. I have a lot of unusual pets, but this is the only one that I actually took from the wild. This is Captain Hook, and he is actually the largest species of scorpion native to the US. He is a desert hairy scorpion, and despite looking a little creepy and having that big stinger, they are pretty harmless to humans, and their sting is only about as bad as a bee sting. Today I'm using the long forceps to open the enclosure because it is time to feed Bojangles and he looks hungry. If you don't want to see a snake eat, this is the time to keep scrolling, but if you do, this is a really cool strike because he actually missed and then struck again. I didn't see it the first time either, but check this out. Slowed down, you can actually see he misses, passes the rodent, and turns mid-strike and still manages to get his meal in the blink of an eye. I'm not sure if it's because his food is frozen thawed, but sometimes people ask me if he's venomous, and yes, he is still venomous. Good girl. You want some more? Can you jump for this one? Come on, stand up. Stand up. Oh. All right, that's close enough. There you go. And now I'm gonna see if she can take one gently. All right, that was pretty good. Lucy, get back in. No, get in there. So just the other day, I was asked how large Elle's enclosure is, and there's kind of two answers. There's the enclosure itself, which you see her coming out of now. Gonna come out and come down the stairs. She is just waking up right now, so it might take her a bit of a minute to come out. But the answer to how big her enclosure is kind of a two-parter, because the enclosure itself is about 4 feet by 2.5 feet deep and another, I think, 1.5 feet tall. And even though this 8 square feet gives her enough space for her water dish, a sleeping spot, and a basking spot, I like to make sure she gets more exercise than just that. So she gets plenty of free roam time on top of having this extension to her habitat that she is able to use all on her own. She can come down when she wants, walk around. Sometimes I'll hide food down here for her to go hunting and look for. And then when she's tired or ready to just go back and bask, she returns to her habitat, because even though it's small, that is her safe space that meets all of her immediate habitat requirement needs. Let's see how this goes. It is time to clip my giant lizard's toenails again. Usually she's pretty chill about it, and that first one went pretty smoothly. No reaction. I'm not sure if she even realized I clipped a toenail. Let's see how the rest go. Like always, Elle was a complete champ at getting her nails clipped today. She puts our Chihuahua to shame every time. But towards the end, she started getting a little antsy, so I had some food on standby for her. And with that distraction, she happily let me finish clipping her back toes. And she is done. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this and want to see more adventures in giant lizard keeping, make sure to follow for daily reptile shorts. How do you enjoy your alone time? Keep your head that way, bud. And touchdown. He is safely back into his enclosure. Hopefully we'll get to see him do some exploring here.
Discovery in a field. An immense 60-foot set of bones.
So if you're like me, you might have seen the original video about the remains of a 60-foot dragon found in China in 2017 and thought, oh, maybe it's another titanoboa situation, but it's much weirder. So this is a photo from the original video, or the only video I could find, of the so-called dragon bones. And my guess for why they couldn't identify an animal that these bones belong to is because it belonged to a whole bunch of animals, a whole bunch of cattle most likely. See, it wasn't fossilized bones they found. They were like fresh bones, some still with meat attached, and they think this was probably a hoax. Somebody put a whole bunch of cattle bones together in the shape of a dragon, and I've got to say, if this is China's version of crop circles, they go hard with their hoaxes, and I'm here for it. But for anybody bummed they didn't get to see a real-life dragon, I post the closest thing we have to real-life dragons on my channel, where I post daily reptile videos. Check it out. I'm gonna try to steal some poop from this rattlesnake, and he's gonna be real angry about it. There. Was that so bad? Hold up, there's a little bit more. And then there's a little number two over here. Alright, I'm done for now, but I'm coming back for that shed tomorrow.
And I say, you should be scared of me. I'll eat your face like nom 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 nom.
I know I saw that skin back there somewhere. Check it out, she's done shedding. Hey, Cleo. Nope, you're not being fed. Let's try it this way. Hey, Cleo. Perfect. Less bloodlust in her eyes. Couldn't quite reach. Let's see. I know I saw that skin back there somewhere. Yep. Here we are. Thank you, Cleo. I got a ball of skin. That is exactly how I pulled it out of there, too. Let's see if we can unroll it.
Did you know that if you can't sleep at night, it's because you're awake?
Guys, my snake's skin is getting ridiculous. Ball of skin part 2. Sorry that it required a part 2, but you saw how long it took me to sneak this out past my boa constrictor. And there's the tail, so I will start there. Wow, even the tail of my boa constrictor is getting really big. Somebody out there is going, it's a snake. The whole thing's tail, ain't it? No, actually just right after the butt, or the cloaca, is where the tail actually begins. So that is the vent where the snake has its version of a butt. It's a cloaca, just like lizards and birds. Got it out of kind of the ball shape, and I'm into dirty sock shape. You can see Cleo's face there from her little nose to one eye cap and the second eye cap right there. But anyway, let me know in the comments how long you think this shed is, and I will actually try measuring it in the next one. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for daily reptile videos. In yesterday's video, you saw me retrieve this giant shed from a big boa constrictor. There's her little face if you don't believe me. And in yesterday's video, I asked you guys to guess how long Cleo's shed was, and I am going to need to set my phone down to actually show this to you, and you're gonna get a pretty good clue here, besides her being taller than me, that she is as tall as my house now. Her nose is touching the ceiling, and her tail is touching the floor. That is crazy. And after all that, the final measurement of the shed was 7 feet and 9 inches, which is even bigger than I expected. So how close was your guess? All right, Cleo. Ooh, rattlesnake shed. We'll have to come back for that. check it out, new rattlesnake skin just dropped. Alright, I got surround sound going because he's rattling and Spot's rattling over there. Wait a minute, you can't be in here. Go on, Jada. We'll play in a minute. Now back to getting that shed skin out of here. You know, I was actually thinking about taking him out, but now that I'm actually looking in there, it doesn't look like he has made a big enough mess. So instead of dragging him out, which I know he probably doesn't want to do, how did I guess that? I don't know, might have something to do with the rattling. I'm just going to go ahead and use the hook to pull the shed skin out and show that to you. So it took a minute to get it all unwrapped. Let me know if you want to see that video, but here is the rattlesnake's face, and then there are all the big belly ventral scales. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe for daily reptile shorts.
You have a smooth brain. No ridges or lumps or valleys or bumps. All ideas slide right off, like a water slide. Smooth brain, smooth.
Shh, my Tegu L is sleeping, and today I'm going to see how quickly she goes from being fast asleep to being fast after this frozen thawed rodent. All right, she is up. There's a couple tongue flicks. She definitely realizes there's food now. Won't be much longer at all. Yep, here she comes. And get it. Good girl. Is it just me, or does she still have kind of sleepy eyes? Normally she wouldn't set it down like that first. Oh, don't eat that stick. Let me get that. All right, good. It fell out on its own. And no more mouse. And that does it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Made you breakfast. Good girl. What do you think of all this? She's watching her like a hawk, but she's staying put. She knows as soon as Elle's done with her food, oh, don't lick my arm, you're shaking the camera. She knows as soon as Elle is done with her food that she's the cleanup crew. All finished, Elle? Yeah, it kind of looks like it. All right, Jada, there you go. This is what a hungry albino rattlesnake looks like. Good thing it's feeding day. Howdy herpers, it's me, voiceover Herpin Hippie, coming in now because this compilation is winding down to an end. There's just a few videos left, and I wanted to get my shoutouts in for the head herpers. Those are the patrons who support this channel at the highest tier level every single month. I couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you to all of my head herpers, starting with Allie Ward, Amanda Lynn, Deborah Torgerson, Jane Cabin Girl, JCH, Lindsay Justice, Loki and Thor, Sierra Sicard, Tiffany H, and Travis Lawson. You all and the rest of my patrons are the best. Thank you so much for your continued support, and thank you to everybody that has watched this video all the way until the end. It really means a lot, and it also helps out in the YouTube algorithm. And with that, thank you so much again for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one, and until then, just keep herping.